What is going on, guys? DragonTamerBlayde here, back from more Elder Scrolls Legends, and today we are going to be playing some more tribal decks. Today is Redguard tribal, so I went with like an items Battlemage list. Fun fact, if you're a OG on the channel, one of the very first decks I went onto the ladder with, I think it was actually the very first deck that I went onto the ladder with, was items Battlemage. Unfortunately, there are some cards that we're not going to get to play because we are Redguard tribal, namely things like Daggerfall Mage for the free Tome of Alteration, so we wound up actually playing the Tome of Alteration in our deck. We are playing Master Swordsmith despite only playing a couple items. I don't think he's the worst inclusion. Oh, look, we drew an item. We have Corsair Ship in there, only 2 of them because you don't really want more than 2. They can clog up your hand if you don't get a chance to get them out. And then playing 2 Dragonstar Rider, just because we don't have a ton of draw. So Rapid Shot and Tome of Alteration, and then Battlefield Scrounger is like pseudo draw. Like, we don't have a ton of real draw. I don't know. The deck is like, I'd say 50% functional and 50% like needs more. So we'll see how that goes. Probably should have played this guy instead in case he has a charge, but I'm not about that life right now. We can always go Skilled Blacksmith into Steel Scimitar as well if you play something I need to trade into.
A strong arm is what you need. This find belongs to
Don't think he's playing Finish Off, so I think that's safe. And we have Corsair Ship into Master Swordsmith, Reguard Horseman next turn. Or Corsair Ship next turn into these 2 guys. He could be playing Goblin Archer and just started out slow.
If I fall,
Nope. He's playing Lethal Archer. Doesn't matter which pick. Or he's playing Goblin Archer with the
this find
weird package? I don't know.
I feel a storm coming.
We've almost completely answered his board. He's almost answered our board, though. But, like, we can go Alakir or these 2 next turn. We have a lot of good options. The only real bad play for us, or unfortunate thing for us, would be if he has the Goblin Lord, that 4/4. Because then he'd be a 4/3, and we wouldn't be able to just take that out.
Of course, I'm on your side.
Doesn't look like that's the case, though. So we will trade here into this and this. Hopefully we can just trade into that guy next turn. This guy can trigger a couple times, I hope.
Didn't see this coming, eh?
Interesting, but not super useful yet.
Blood and faith.
I'm actually not going to swing with this guy. I'm going to drop this.
Give me a blade and a soft throat. Your guidance.
So like now he needs to use that curse he generates on this. And I would assume he trades into this, because letting him stick is dangerous for this guy's future. It's been so long since I lived the dream of Merrick with a Gardener of Swords down. We'll see if that day gets to be today. Alright, so he had the Goblin Lord all along.
Care to make a friendly wager?
Alright, so we have no way to answer that.
Give Give me a blade and a soft throat. Redguard guide. Redguard guide. By Diagno's breath.
Alright, he's gonna get a restock of cards. Which sucks, because if he didn't have that Corner Club Gambler, I think we locked up the game this turn. But Corner Club Gambler is a good card. Master of Sword, Master of Arms, I mean, only brings back not very many useful cards at the moment. Okay. Ow.
You better run some.
Okay.
By Diagno's breath. Let's see your fighting stance.
Oh, that's a good one.
Into the fray.
I assume he has a Murkwater Witch to ping this down, if that's what he was setting up. Oh, he got another Cliff Racer.
Over here, this way.
Oh wow, he's just going for it.
You are victorious.
That guy wanted to be so aggro, and we just like sat there with our shitty items deck and just took it. Alrighty, let's get another one. That deck actually matched up very well with us with that one Fighters Guild Recruit turn. But other than that, like, we kind of just cruised. We open with a 1-2-3 curve here. Only way this could get better is if we curve into a Corsair ship and then just start getting more and more good cards. Oh no, aggro warrior with the ring. That's not good. That's really not good. Especially when he has probably a turn 1, if not a turn 2, 2-2 with ward.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Arcane's beard. This
Yep.
day will be mine.
As we anticipated.
Do your worst.
A strong arm is what you need.
This is so bad. If he didn't have the ring, I think we had a decent chance. But him having the ring is horrible. Don't be a mammoth, please.
I smell the stench
Oh, okay.
of the living.
Do not test me!
I stand behind my work.
Probably shouldn't have put that in the field lane, but at the same time, if he's like trading into us, I think that's a net positive.
Close ranks, let nothing through. Pound you. Give me a blade and a soft throat. Do not test me!
Let's take advantage of that free item while we can. We have Dragon Star online for next turn, although it's not the best play because it's only a 3/3.
Come on then.
I'll even let you swing first. That's a good sign.
By Diagno's breath. If I fall this day, may I eat sand.
This will maybe let us draw some cards if Scar Drillmaster doesn't become too tempting of a play. Alright, well that makes sense.
Guide by Diagno's breath.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Draw a card.
Die, you dog!
He can't trigger a second Jarl unless he hits us first. Second Candlehearth Brawler would be a little annoying.
I'll even let
What he's
you
got.
swing first.
Like, truth be told, though, it's not like the absolute worst thing, though. I'd like to get Scar Drillmaster out.
Chewbacca watches over me.
He's got Chewbacca. Huh.
Die, you dog!
Do your worst.
Welcome to House Redoran, recruit.
We'll see if he has to trade into the Dragonstar Rider. I don't know if he was thinking that items count as actions and would be more expensive for me, but I just didn't have any. Or maybe he's hoping I didn't have plunder. That's a possibility.
A dark omen for you.
It's a good sign, or it's a good moment. Do you not fear me, mortal? You should. Oh no. Okay. That's not really what we want to see here.
Observe my technique.
If it wasn't valuable, they wouldn't lock it up.
Do your worst.
I stand behind my
I
word.
ride like the wind.
This is 3, 6, 8. Probably should have considered putting out the gardener instead of this, but I just wasn't really willing to take that risk at the moment. If he wants to kill that
We stand united.
2-1,
We stand united.
you going all in? What's happening? I'm scared.
I smell the stench of the living.
Oh no. Oh wait, he is. What the fuck are you doing?
Case here. This stay will be mine.
All right. Well, how do I punish this? Don't really think I do. I can pull a tome out of the discard. If I swing here, I can hit for 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need to get items onto these guys, not onto Master of Arms.
There's life in this old thing, yeah.
Draw another Gardener. That's the problem with the Gardeners. They can clog up your hand really badly.
I don't just know how to make them.
Observe my technique.
Blood and faith.
This bind belongs
3,
to
6, 10, 12. I'm pretty close to dead next turn. But just in case I'm not,
me. If it wasn't valuable, they wouldn't lock it up.
I mean, Underworld Vigilante, Candlehearth Brawler number 3, that the 5/5 If he can kill himself with that, the sower. Why am I always forgetting the name of sower? So he's either BMing me or if he has lethal, it's a difficult one to find.
Come at me! Come at me!
Okay. I mean, you have to be killing this, right?
We must protect the Night Mother! The longer the odds, the sweeter the victory.
If I get the dagger, it would give me +2, would be 5 damage. Still can't kill that, though.
Come dance with a master!
This find belongs to me.
Into the fray.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
Well, well, what have we here?
Okay. We are still very likely dead. I can't believe we're even still alive against Mid-Warrior. And if we didn't, like, keep drawing gardeners, we would have been okay. But that's a risk you take. It's a high risk, high reward card. Like, sometimes it clogs your hand, like now, and it could have cost us the game. And sometimes you'll get him down and just get insane value. I think it's probably better in games when you're playing Daggerfall Mage, which we can't do because of our tribal. I don't think he's quite as good when you only have the 3 tomes from your deck.
Confound you!
Alright, so he needs 4 charge.
Too late for you! The longer the odds, the sweeter the victory. This was a worthy contest.
Oh. You're just BMing. That's fine.
They will pay the blood price.
He's playing a very difficult to pilot deck, so you have to BM at the end. Let's get one more. Alright, we're gonna get one more, actual one more. Got our faces beat in by Halalu. It's the end of the month. People are gonna play whatever easy mindless deck they can right now. That's why the last couple days of videos has been like Crusader, Crusader, Warrior, Warrior, Halalu, Crusader, Warrior, Crusader, Warrior, Halalu. It's the last minute try and speed up to rank up. I don't blame people. You do what you gotta do to rank up in these streets. Some people feel very strongly about laddering, and I'm not gonna knock them for it. You got Withered Hand Cultist though. And here we have the opposite. Or it still could be mid-range Tribunal, so I'm not gonna say it's the opposite quite yet, but it could be the opposite and be Tribunal control. Let's find out.
I keep a spare blade in my boot.
I draw power from these trees.
Hmm?
Do your worst.
This is an interesting one. Gonna need to get Withered Hand Cultist out over there ASAP.
Belong to us now.
What the fuck?
Rye-skin fool.
I'm so confused.
Do your worst.
Tawaka watches over me.
Next turn, I can go Reguard into one of these guys, or probably that will be the play. After I take out his free ramp card. Bring him back down to Magicka Earth a little bit.
Rye-skin fool.
A dark omen for you.
Do your worst.
Into the fray.
We'll use a Steel Dagger on that guy. Steel Scimitar is more valuable. He can... I guess do that. 4, 8, 9, 10, 11.
I serve the house with valor.
What do you have with 0 magicka? Although he is playing suppressed, so who knows?
By Onsi's bright blade.
Do your worst.
A dark omen for you.
Okay, I'm gonna be right at lethal. And we have it from all 3 creatures. We actually even have Battlefield Scrounger lethal. Withered Hand Cultist came in clutch there, though. I have a feeling this guy has a handful of removal cards that he didn't get to use because this guy's been sitting on the board for a while. Like, if you use a 2-cost suppress, that means this guy was doing a lot of harm to your strategy.
For the Emperor.
That's pretty good.
I live to serve.
Death before dishonor.
Alright.
A
Good game, man. Let's let the MVP take the swing. Alright. Well, that's a game where items got to do items things. We actually kind of just looked like a red aggro deck with some items cards in it, so it didn't look as cool, but the deck did what it was supposed to do. You guys saw the list. I wasn't just playing red aggro. We were playing items. But that's going to be it for now, guys. As always, thank you all very, very much for watching. I'm DragonTamerBlayde, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.